Here's what we're working on for Fox 59 News Live at 5.
It's news that works for your health, the importance of staying home if you are not feeling well. We have the signs and symptoms you need to know.
And it has been a beautiful start to March, very warm, but a shot of cold air is moving our way. How far the thermometer drops and when we could see some snow showers too.
And suspects caught. Police tracked down these two men accused of murdering a man over drugs. How a piece of technology in his home helped detectives make those arrests.
And we're talking issues with employment. The rules for teenage workers could be changing, parents, why some support fewer restrictions and parental requirements, and what it may mean for business.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Live at 5.
The latest now on the spread of the coronavirus. Health officials are now monitoring roughly 30 people in southern Indiana because of their travel history.
And a person in West Lafayette is being tested for the virus out of an abundance of caution.
Meantime, in Nevada, health officials just reported the first presumptive positive case, meaning the virus is now in 19 different states.
Sadly, 11 people living stateside have now died. Many had underlying health issues.
Globally, there have been 95,000 confirmed cases. More than 3,300 people died from the virus, a majority of them in mainland China. Officials in at least 80 countries have reported a case within their borders.
Fears of the virus sent stocks into a slump once again today. The Dow is down 1,000 points. Well, tonight we are getting advice from more experts on how you can deal with the coronavirus or any illness, especially in your work environment.
This after the president suggested last night some people are still going to work while recovering, something that experts do not recommend. Fox 59's Darius Johnson live in the newsroom tonight. Darius, what are these experts telling you today?
And right now, everyone is preparing. Hospitals, airports, and even newsrooms. Experts say it's about keeping a clean environment and being honest about recent travel. However, if you get sick, many people are having to decide if staying home from work is worth the burden on your wallet.
To me, it's not a matter on if it comes, it's when it comes.
Doctors are preparing for the worst as the coronavirus continues to spread.
The most common symptoms for this particular viral infection are fever and cough.
Add to that shortness of breath, and if you have these symptoms, you should stay home.
Office places could potentially be a risk. It's a risk that right now we don't know how high it is.
And any illness can put offices at risk, no matter if it's the flu, a cold, or the coronavirus. Experts advise it's not safe to spread any of those germs.
As employers, you really need to encourage people to stay home so that they don't infect other people.
However, many people still risk infecting others because they don't have sick leave or sick pay. Still, experts say companies can offer other ways to pay employees who are out sick.
You can offer to compensate people or partially compensate people to stay home.
And the best practices, once again, is to continue washing your hands properly and cover your mouth if you have to cough. If you have any of the symptoms mentioned, you're asked to contact your physician so you both can determine what the next steps should be.
So Darius, there's been a lot of talk about how to properly disinfect your home or your office. What products does the EPA recommend we use?
Well, Dan, they actually put out a list of approved products today, and there are more than 50 of them. Go ahead and take a look at your screen. Some more common products include Lysol disinfectant, Mist, Clorox, and Clorox bleach. And they also suggest using products from Ecolab Incorporated. Now, if you want to check out the full list, you can find all of that right on our website at fox59.com. In the newsroom this evening, Darius Johnson, Fox 59 News.
Incredibly helpful information, Darius. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. All right, today, a doctor who claims he tried to create a vaccine for variations of coronavirus nearly a decade ago testified before Congress. He believes there are vulnerabilities with creating a cure.
As we start vaccinating human volunteers, especially in areas where we have community transmission, we're going to have to proceed very slowly, very cautiously.
In tests on animals, he found some of their symptoms started to worsen. He believes the vaccine was never fully created because of a lack of funding.
Well, tonight, the in-laws of an anchor at our sister station in Chicago. Well, those in-laws are back home in southwest Indiana this evening after spending nearly a month in 2 different quarantine sites. They were on board the Diamond Princess cruise ship when passengers were quarantined just 2 weeks ago. After that, they spent 2 more weeks on a military base in Texas. Both have been given clean bills of health from the CDC. They never experienced any symptoms, they say.
Glad to hear. All right, yesterday we answered your questions on the coronavirus in a special report on Fox 59 News. If you missed it, you can check it out on our website at fox59.com.
New right now, we have word Eastern Hancock schools will reopen tomorrow. The district held 2 e-learning days so crews could disinfect each campus. The superintendent told us they are dealing with a high number of illnesses that are not connected to the coronavirus.
In other news tonight, we have a Fox 59 update on these men under arrest, accused of murdering a man last year over drugs. Metro Police believe Jonathan Quarles and Gabriel West Jr. shot and killed Aaron Jones while trying to steal marijuana. It happened in November on East 20th Street. Court records show the men were caught on a Ring doorbell camera. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office will make a decision on those charges.
And this man on your screen is now under arrest in connection with the homicide on Leon Place. Metro police officers tell us Theo Stanford shot and killed a man last month. Sadly, the person died just a few days ago. The coroner has not yet identified him. We do know Sanford is facing a charge of murder.
New developments tonight. We now know the name of the man found dead this week in Fall Creek. The Marion County coroner has identified him as Keith Parks. His exact cause of death is still not clear. Parks' family first reported him missing 2 months ago. They admit he struggled with a drug problem after serving in the military, but they're still not sure how he ended up in the water nearly 15 miles upstream from his home. They do not think it was an accident.
In order for my heart to be at peace, I need to know what happened. And I don't feel like I know a whole lot of anything right now.
It had to be with intent, or if it was an accident, why didn't they report him? If he overdosed, why didn't they call the police? They could have saved him maybe. Why'd they hide him?
The coroner's office told the family it may be several months before toxicology results come back. We will certainly keep you posted.
Switching gears to our weather right now, we are still enjoying this warm stretch, but hang on. Things are about to change just a little bit. That's a live look from the tower cam right now.
Yeah, you know, all good things must come to an end, right? At some point, meteorologist Krista McInerney is tracking some changes tonight in your Weather Authority forecast. Krista?
We'll just call this a brief little bump in the road for our spring-like feel, because we are going to be much colder as we finish off the work week. We're even tracking chances for snow, but it's not going to last very long. We just have one day where it's just not going to feel very nice, and then we'll be on the rebound back to those warmer temperatures and sunny skies. We had a lot of sunshine today, but those clouds are really starting to fill in, and that'll be the trend as we head through the rest of the evening into tomorrow. We have a couple showers on Live Guardian radar, but most of us are dry. So where we're seeing those showers, we're talking Peru to Kokomo, Wabash, this all moving east-southeast, so areas like Marion, Alexandria, Tipton, likely going to get a few showers here as we head over about the next hour as that continues to move its way on through. Temperatures, though, still very mild right now. We're at 58 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, 57 in Greenwood, and a 59 in Geist. We're sitting at 60 right now in Columbus, and we've hit 60 in Shelbyville, too. We are breezy. Those winds now mainly shifting out of the west. They were southwest earlier in the day. They're breezy, and we're going to start seeing them shift northwest, meaning colder air is going to work its way in. So enjoy what we have right now. This evening, not too bad, but we are looking at a quick drop in temperatures. We'll let you know how far they fall. Also, when we can see some snow showers and back to 60s.
All right, thanks, Crystal. We'll look for you soon here. Taking a look right now at traffic in the Circle City. This is I-65. Right near the North Split downtown.
Yeah, the evening commute getting underway at this hour. NDOT is not reporting any incidents. We're grateful for that, but we will keep an eye on it and let you know if anything changes.
Of course, Fox 59 is the traffic authority, and we are gearing up tonight for construction season. Potholes are coming back in droves, as they often do this time of the year.
Yeah, we often call this construction chaos because it's everywhere and it's always a problem. Right here you see these little red dots. Well, these dots indicate open potholes or an open request for road repairs. The Department of Public Works tells us there are more than 3,000 red dots right now.
Yeah, today Indianapolis city leaders explained the new equipment that's going to help get that fix on the city's roads.
This is all part of the $400 million announcement Mayor Joe Hogsett made last year about pothole and strip patching repairs.
Now, the city has already used some of that money to fill potholes, and now it's getting started on Hannah Avenue. Many Hoosiers consider this street one of the worst in the entire city. So the Department of Public Works is strip patching it now.
This particular road, it was just fill after fill after fill of holes.
Thanks to the warmer weather and the subsequent opening of hot asphalt plants, I'm excited to announce that the 2020 strip patching will begin its first phase by tackling 19 critical locations.
Now, to see if your street is on the list of roads being strip patched, we have a list of them on our website at fox59.com.
Well, soon, listen to this. Minors might be able to get more job opportunities in Indiana.
Yeah, lawmakers just passed a bill that would extend working hours for people under the age of 18. That bill now heads to Governor Holcomb's desk.
Well, small businesses we talked to say they are looking forward to this change. But our Kayla Sullivan finds out not everyone is supportive of this bill. One lawmaker is pulling his name from the legislation last minute.
Here at Sophia's Prom Store in Southport,
This is one of our top sellers for this year.
high school employees are welcome.
For us, it makes a lot of sense to bring girls in that are under 18 because they're very relatable to that customer.
But Indiana has restrictions for minor workers right now.
The amount of hours that they're able to work and certain days of the week and stuff like that, we have to make sure that they're off by certain times. So that's the only thing that gets a little tricky.
State lawmakers are working to make things easier. For example, part of the bill increases the number of hours 16 and 17-year-olds can work. It's 30 hours right now. Under this law, it would be 40.
For us, it would be amazing because we have a lot of high school seniors that we hire that really only do like half days at school. So for them to be able to come in and work a full 40-hour week if they wanted to, it would be like top-notch amazing for us.
And with parental permission, they can even work later hours.
Some things in there that I like. I do recognize that we probably should help tighten up some of the laws in our state to help some of our young folks get employment.
State Senator J.D. Ford was a co-author of this bill, but a recent provision getting rid of required restroom breaks has him taking his name off the legislation.
I don't want to do anything that's going to be detrimental to those minors.
Small businesses like Sophia's Prom Store say they're likely to give breaks without the law requiring them.
Especially for a lot of our girls, this is their first job, so it can be very overwhelming when they're coming in and working like a full shift and not getting any kind of break or anything. So yeah, for us, I think that's probably the biggest reason.
General Manager Alyssa Ray would love to see this signed into law, not just for her store, but for others in Indiana too.
For a small business especially, it's fantastic to be able to open that up so that way we can have our target customer work with that target employee. So yeah, it would be great.
Kayla Sullivan, Fox 59 News.
Now, a lot of other legislation coming down to the wire at the State House next week. Lawmakers will wrap up this year's session, and we'll have the very latest from the State House coming up Sunday on this week's edition of In Focus. There's Sunday morning at 9:30 right here on Fox 59. Well, caught red-handed, a high-speed chase ends in a very frightening way.
Coming up next, how that car came to a stop and why police are glad more people didn't get hurt.
Plus, confessing to the crime. A man may be executed for killing 3 police officers, even though another person has admitted to it.
You are saying that you are totally responsible for the murders of those police officers?
Yes, I am.
Tonight, why prosecutors are calling the case a conspiracy.
Here's what's coming up next at 5:30.
Salute to service. Total strangers show up at this funeral for veterans who had no family.
Well, it goes back to we don't leave a brother or sister behind.
And that's what you're going to see tonight, how these people came together to be a different kind of family during a beautiful ceremony. We'll be right back.